Welcome to the Daily HiFi Podcast. What's going on, everybody? I'm Chana. This is Joe. What is happening, people? What's going
What's going on?
on? I totally ran the whole thing and it didn't hit go live. I was like,
Oh,
wait,
really?
what's going on? It still said scheduled. But to talk about what we were talking about just a second ago, why would I go to the bathroom with you to go skiing?
Hold on a second. What was that? What was that for?
That was that Jon Stewart clip I sent you.
Oh, yeah.
When your friends are into the same things but can't get the hint.
Oh, man. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Yeah. What is up? What is going on?
All right. Let me see. Wait for some people to get in here. What's new with you? Anything?
I mean, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. I might be going to another show in Miami. That would be exciting. I've never been to Miami like as an adult.
Dale.
Woo! I think it's gonna be fun.
You look like you're dressed for Miami.
I am, aren't I? Yeah.
Maybe you'll fit right in Miami.
Buenvenido.
Be techno poppy.
Techno poppy, yeah. The MIA version, yeah.
Let's go.
Ooh, hell yeah. What is up, everybody? What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Yeah, man. Yeah, there's a thing called Winter Music Conference, and it's like a conference about electronic music, electronic dance music, where they have all these panels about what labels are looking for and get to network. There's a bunch of labels there. L Acoustics is one of the big sponsors there.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually going to L Acoustics on Monday next week.
Is that how you really say it though? Because they seem French.
L'acoustics?
L'acoustics. I don't know. It sounds like you should. Like every time I see it, the L, the little thing.
The dash.
I feel like it's supposed to be pronounced a certain way.
L'acoustics.
Yeah, there you go.
That's only very French when you say it that way.
Exactly. You've been watching the Olympics? Milano Cortina?
No.
Milano Cortina.
I haven't watched any Olympics actually. My mom was trying to figure out how to watch the Olympics, and I'm like, oh, I know. We gotta like download the app on your TV, and
it's like a big deal now. Before, you used to just turn on the TV.
Yeah, right. And there's only so she's the only one with live TV in the room, right?
What do you have?
I mean, I can use Fubo. I have an app, an Apple TV with an app, but she's the only one that has like a cable box.
Is that's how you refer to live TV, like a cable plugged into a device that plugs in with a coax cable to.
Yep. Yeah, that's how you watch TV.
Coax cables? Do they still have that? Nah. No, it has to go to a box now. No.
Coax to a box. And then box to HDMI, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I haven't seen coax cable.
Oh, on a TV? No. Sorry.
Yeah, I reviewed an LG that I forgot which Hisense L9G projector, and it did have one of those in the back. I'm like, what the heck is that? For antenna, I guess.
Yeah. Look at they're making fun of your Harry Potter glasses, bro. Look at that. Look at these guys.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. At least I show my face though.
That's right, Slim. At least he shows his face. Wah.
See, my face is here for you to make fun of.
The boy that
and my Harry Potter glasses.
Come to die.
Bring it, baby. Because you know what? I got the mic here. So if you talk trash, then I got the mic and I can talk back, and it's much better from this side.
Yeah, it's funny. My mom still has Josh in the house. A cable box because she has the Indian channel she watches. She got to watch this Indian programming. So it's on not Direct TV, Dish Network. So we still have a satellite dish, and it's Dish Network. There's one box in the main TV room that feeds like her satellite box or little small box in the room downstairs. So it's kind of annoying. So I have to have that one box in the main TV room, but I'll find a way to like hide it because it doesn't need to. It just needs to be connected, I guess, and on the network, and then there it is. There it is. But anyway, that's what I mean. Like I like watching TV. Like so, she's trying to figure out how to watch the Olympics, and I was just like, oh, I'll download the app to your TV. So,
yeah. No, I don't know. Can't you get YouTube TV or something like that? Do they not have all the channels that you're looking for?
I had that for a little bit, but like paying $80 a month is not really like now we're at the point where now we're spending more than cable.
That's what's funny. I have a lot of time before it was like about cutting the cord, right? Cord cutters.
Cord cutters, yeah.
Everybody's like, let's go back to that old thing. This is way more expensive now. What the heck?
Yeah, right. How many apps do you have on your home screen?
Oh, well, I use a different home screen now.
What do you use?
I don't get tempted to do random stuff.
What does that mean, Joe? What does random stuff mean?
I don't know, like doom scrolling on like. Well, here's what'll happen. I'll be on Facebook or something, and then I'll jump to Instagram, and then Instagram will show me a little thing from Threads, and then I'll go into Threads, and then I'm like, what the hell am I even looking at? What am I? You look, and I'm like, dude, I'm talking about stuff Chana talks about, man. What I'm out of here.
What do you mean? What am I talking about? What are you
I don't know. When you came over the house, you're saying all kinds of stuff, bro. What? You're saying all kinds of no, but it's kind of what is this launcher called? It's called Niagara Pro.
Niagara? That sounds like
Niagara. So it's like look, it just looks like this. Like just a list of your top apps, and then it's almost like imagine your notifications window. But all your main apps, and so all the notifications just come in on the home screen.
Okay.
So you kind of go in. I'm like, oh, email, okay, not important. Okay, yeah. So kind of keeps me on track. But speaking of keeping on track, I have no particular topics. I figured we could just answer questions if people have questions in the chat. Chris Contreras says Professor Joe Intel looks sophisticated. Okay. Yeah.
My name is Chris Alba.
So so if I go to my home screen on my Apple TV, I got Netflix, YouTube, Fandango, Disney Plus, Fubo, Tidal, Paramount Plus, Twitch, the Peacock Olympics app, Plex, and HBO Max. This is freaking annoying. All right, it's better if I just had I mean, at least it's all one remote. But if it was like one thing to go to, it'd be a lot easier. You know what I mean?
Oh, Aaron's in here. We just saw him.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Hello.
How are you?
How's it going?
How are you doing today?
You know what? Is this about the funding for the business that you're? Or is it about insurance?
It's everything.
Oh, okay. You ever call those people back? Like you ever get a missed call and you call back? You ever call those?
Are you asking me as a man who is selling you funding for a new business?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I've been getting so many spam calls.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man.
Oh,
real fast, is my audio all right? Because I'm in my car with headphones on.
Wow, I thought that was your like normal mic setup.
Really?
I thought you were at your desk.
Oh, okay, cool. Even better then. Yeah, no, I'm driving, and so I just wanted to make sure that there was no road.
These guys are complaining that I'm too grainy, so I'm going to move over to the router and plug directly in. See
what happened? Blocky video brought to you by who's your last video?
By Suck My Dick.
What was your last video? Who makes that? Asus?
Yeah.
And Shauna's last video.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't seen anything in a few days, actually.
The heck?
What did I
I'll wait
miss?
till he gets back.
Oh, okay.
You didn't watch his video? Messed
No,
up.
man, I haven't watched anything.
Nah, Aaron doesn't watch my videos, bro.
Nah, he
I
watches
do.
like, hey, but anytime he gets mentioned, he just happens to watch all of those, huh? It could be like a channel with like 2 viewers,
Yeah, dude.
Viewers.
subscribers. It'll be like, yes, and then I'll see you comment in there.
Yeah,
As long as you mention it.
What
You
is
gotta
this
mention
that's
them.
all you got to do. It's like I'm like the Bloody Mary, man. Say my name 3 times and I'm gonna pop up.
You just gotta mention it.
Bloody Mary. This guy talking about?
Oh. No, I was saying, Aaron didn't even watch your last video, and you worked. You worked so hard on the thumbnail.
Oh, dude, bro.
Remember?
Yeah.
Oh no, I remember the thumbnail conversation. Yeah,
New thumbnail style.
yeah,
It's funny
man.
because I was looking at some of those, and those thumbnails. We're talking about like AI thumbnails and stuff like that, and some of them looked really like better than my thumbnails, like better than what I would think up.
Yeah,
And I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just use those as inspiration to make a thumbnail? That thumbnail, well, you haven't seen it yet, but I have a review of this ultra short throw Ethereum Max.
Okay.
And it took me forever to make that thumbnail. Had to go do all these like poses. I had to edit, and it was crazy.
It was rough.
all sorts of cereal faces.
All sorts of cereal faces all over the place. But yeah, I guess that's what it takes. We'll see what happens when I release it.
Yeah, I forgot all about that, man. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have dropped mine real fast.
Mine had a what do you call it? Allow. Mine has a what is it? 7? No, 8. What was the thing? My click-through rate was huge. On
Really?
it.
Yeah. I feel like I was bait and switched on that one.
8.5% click-through rate on that.
I feel like you tricked me to.
I bamboozled you.
Yeah, you're like, hey,
Bamboozled.
step 1 of a 7.1. What is it? 7.1.4. Step 1.
Oh, step 1. Yeah,
What all this stuff about routers, bro? What the heck?
Gotcha,
What
bitch.
the hell?
See, that's what we
I
call.
saw something about routers and a freaking spatial group ad.
Yeah, and the spatial group
Toolkit ad.
Come on, what are we talking about here? Isn't that?
We talk about routers.
And but I got some great ideas from some people. Like, who's all right? That's one thing I was gonna like do is like kind of go through some of these comments because Matt Ginta says room treatment is a must. I'm like, okay, well, yeah. And then our boy, what's his name? Ron had the best comment here. Let's see. Something about lighting. Control the lighting in that room. So I've been looking up like some motorized shade companies. So I got an appointment. Somebody's gonna come by here on Friday and do some measuring and stuff. Yeah. Get some motorized. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like I'm gonna be watching a movie on a big screen in the daytime. That's just not.
Are you keeping all the pictures up?
I don't know because like Aaron had that ATS acoustics with all the album covers. I think there's some.
I was gonna say if you're gonna keep all those up, and if you have some serious bass, you're gonna want to put some blue tack or something because those are.
They're gonna rattle. I was thinking about just actually having some room treatment disguised as paintings.
So you're gonna replace the paintings that you have up with pictures.
With room treatment, that's the painting. Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Hey, I guess. What is Rich? Rich is saying you better do that UST review quickly before UST becomes obsolete.
Clearly,
doing reviews of that thing.
It's clear that the embargo date was today. the day the embargo was lifted, because there's just a bunch of videos about that.
Well, you know what? So Aaron, you posted a little something about like getting paid, right? On your on your Patreon.
Yeah.
So look, I'm an open book. I don't know if people understand. So that projector got sent to me like randomly. I didn't even know what it was, right? Because I was already doing the Valerian Max review, and all of a sudden, like, oh, there's something that's supposed to come to you. Do you want to, like, you know, whatever the signature release or whatever, so you don't have to be there? So anyway, I didn't even know what it was, and then all of a sudden it said, in order for this thing to be released, you have to pay a certain amount. It wasn't huge, like 30 something bucks or something like that. I'm like, I don't even know what this thing is. Imagine something's held for you. You don't know what it is, and you're like, you gotta pay to like release it, whatever. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. That doesn't make sense at all.
I don't know what the heck this is, but it's probably legit. Let's see what it is. Anyway, it turns out to be this projector. So I was like, all right, cool. I knew that it hadn't been out yet because I didn't see anything about it. And so I just anytime I start reviewing something, I start making notes. Yeah. You know, what I like, what I don't like. And then later on, they hit me up and they're like, hey, you know, they made an offer, right? As far as payment. Well, I was going to do it anyway. I'm going to take the pay. You know, if I'm going to do it anyway, which, you know, for free, and they offer to pay, I'm going to, let's do it. But I already had all my notes. My opinion's still my opinion, you know? But I was thinking about it. The only reason why I don't disclose specifics, like I don't mind even saying how much it was or anything like that. The only reason that it makes it weird, first of all, I don't know why any normal user would care what that amount was, but it's more like it's weird because these people have deals with other content creators.
Yeah.
So if I say, oh, this is how much I made, another guy might be like, oh my gosh, how come he did this?
Yeah.
And then
you started bidding more.
Yeah, and then I'll see somebody else's. I'll be like, hey, how come he got this much? He has less subscribers than me. So it becomes that whole thing.
Yeah.
Where it really should be, hey, this is how much I charge to make a video for my time. And realistically, if like I wouldn't mind saying what the amount is, it's really not a good use of time. Like even with that amount, the amount of time it took, I probably could make more doing something else. You know what I mean? If I like focus more energy, or I'm going to promote Magic Beans or Toolkit, do something completely different, I'd probably make way more. You know, it's just I was interested in this thing, and that's a problem when you have a brain like mine. Something catches your attention, then I'm like, I'm in it. You know, try to figure everything out. And so if somebody wants to pay for that, that's cool. Now, if somebody doesn't want to believe what I say because I get paid, well,
that's all them.
That's okay. That's okay. I said it straight up. Nobody can say that I'm not the one. You know, I don't care. I don't care how much somebody else gets paid. I know what I need to get paid. So call that what you want. I know Doug Schneider was talking about how 99% of his income for his soundstage is from advertisers.
Right.
And he was open about it. What's different, I guess?
I think is you just tell people. That's it. That's the only, for me as a viewer, that's the only requirement that I have. But you know, the thing is, how do you know, right? So you're relying on the person who is reviewing this product to disclose that information. Whether or not you choose to take what they're saying to heart or not, that's up to you, right? But I feel like as the content creator, it's your job, and it's literally illegal not to tell people that you are paid to provide a review. That's it. It's that simple. So me posting that on Patreon was more about really being curious to see, is this guy actually going to disclose this, you know, when it's all said and done?
Well, there's a lot of people break the rules. You know what I mean?
The amount,
That's the problem.
the price that he asked. Which, listen, I could ask for anything and never get it. It only matters what you get. But the price that he said he gets paid, I was like, Jesus.
Hey,
And then he also then says that he gets paid for other content, right? So then you start going through his other videos, and I didn't see any that had anything about promotion, which is definitely sus, right? As the kids say, that's sus. It just makes you wonder.
I wouldn't say it exactly how you said it, but it's okay. All I know is that I saw some Porsches on there. I was like, oh, is that how you get your Porsche? You got to do that?
Maybe.
Is that an amount that you have to ask for? Some nice Porsches. I don't know. How about this? Let me ask you a question. I think you're known for doing honest reviews because you got your Clipple and more objective.
Hey, can you guys still hear me? Give me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I can't hear y'all.
Oh,
you cannot hear us?
It probably doesn't matter. Your opinion probably sucks anyways, Joe. Just kidding. Look at trying to laugh and Joe looks angry.
I got like 3 hours of sleep.
All right, I'm gonna log out and come back in.
All right.
Since I can figure out how to do it.
So, all right.
So there's a lot.
What are your thoughts? What's everybody's opinion here about getting paid? Because I'm so like, it's so clear to me. So clear. There's no like, oh, it's a slippery slope. What slippery slope? There's no slippery slope.
Hey, look, check it out. Look at all these 8 hours ago, 7 hours ago. Look, this is, I know I've been to Brandon's house. This is not his house. That's total AI photo. I love it. But they're both in there. You see that? Because then we go in here, it's like, oh, it's kind of similar. But this guy is totally, look at that one. That's a total AI photo.
It's a total AI photo.
Yeah.
So Slim says if you disclose it, that should be the bare minimum.
That should be it, right?
Like seriously, if it wasn't weird, because if you said the amount that you got for everybody here, and then like other people who are also reviewing it, maybe they got paid zero.
Yeah.
Maybe they got whatever. It's gonna be a little bit weird, no?
Look, but this one's totally wrong. Does it look like that, Joe?
Let me see.
What is that like hump on it?
I don't know.
That one doesn't look like it. Because I'm looking at this short. Like that looks like it. This does not look like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Disclose it, and it's all good. One's reputation as a reviewer will be determined over time. I guess to me, it's just. Oh, there's there. To me, being honest and making money are not mutually exclusive. Otherwise, like you couldn't work. Like, I guess if anytime you work for somebody, you're like being shady in some way.
Yeah.
Because you're getting paid by the like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, right.
You can be honest and have integrity and get paid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't see what's so hard about that.
Are you talking about getting paid by your employer?
Okay, let's discuss that. Yeah, getting paid by your employer.
No, I'm asking. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah,
to
me those are different.
I'm saying getting paid.
Like everybody knows that you're getting paid by your employer.
See, it's different because I haven't worked for anybody in a long time. My boss is kind of like my customer. So it's similar to YouTube where, at the end of the day, the customer, the viewer, they're the boss.
Yeah.
So I guess I can see where some people are like thinking like, oh, it's a little bit shady. I think what's the most shady though is not disclosing. Like hiding it is the shadiest part.
Yeah. Hold on. So are you just to make sure I'm in line with you here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about disclosing how much money you make. That's nobody's business.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I would even be down to do that if it weren't weird. If it
Yeah, no,
didn't make
I
it
don't
weird for
think you
anybody,
do
I'm
that.
like, I don't. Why do I care? Like, so what?
I don't even do that at my day job. Like, and I work as a government contractor, so I have an idea of like the price brackets that everybody's in because it's information, right? Like
Yeah.
it's out there, you can go find it. And I know my labor category, I know what other people's labor categories are, and I can say, all right, this person's making somewhere in this range, but you never talk about it. Like you just don't, not unless even some of my best friends have no idea how much money I make, right? Like you just don't. So as a YouTube person, it it's in bad taste alone, I think, to go out and be like, all right, so and so company paid me $1,000 or $28,500 to do this review. Like, dude, go get yours. Just tell people. That's so then the user can make a determination as to how much they want to trust you. And again, the government requires you to do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, so let me ask this. Let's say a company, all right, so you have your review process, you listen, you put on the clipple, you have your way of doing things. If after you're done with the whole review, I know this wouldn't happen, probably wouldn't happen, but if a company just a company whose speaker you're reviewing said, you know what, we really enjoy your reviews, we want to pay you $10,000
for having already reviewed it and it
so,
had
like it was already done, but you just haven't released it yet.
I haven't
You
released
say
it yet.
no?
Well, okay. So I think payment before anything is there is absolutely the potential for bias to creep in. That's the problem.
Mhm.
If I've already completed the review, I've already posted it, and they say, hey, we appreciate you taking the time to do that. Here's money. As long as I didn't go into it with the expectation that I was going to get paid for it, I don't see anything wrong with that. And it's really, to me, it's not a lot of difference in a manufacturer telling me, just keep it, like, we don't want it back. Because when that happens, most of the time, not all the time, and not all the time, really just because like it doesn't even register to me, man. $99 desktop speaker. That's not even on my radar. But most of the time I try to make it a point to share. Hey, by the way, they
Yeah.
said keep it. And nobody cares.
Well,
And
I
that's
think
the thing too. I think for the most part, viewers don't really care. They just when you do tell them, they're like, oh, that's cool. Thanks for letting us know. And that's it.
yeah. I don't know.
Jesus
There's gonna be a
Christ.
percentage of people who are not gonna like it though.
All right. So I'm just gonna let y'all know that Tesla just saved me from running into somebody.
Oh,
Jeez.
Yeah, dude. My eyes are on the road. I don't even have video up in front of me.
He's getting heated, ladies and
Dude,
gentlemen.
straight up, it's pitch black and some dude just cut me off.
Pitch black. Where are you?
Yeah. I'm in freaking back roads of Alabama.
Oh, that's
Somebody
right.
just cut me off, man.
I forget.
And I just saw cop lights. So that's good.
there it is. There
Yep.
it is. Well,
Got
good. Be safe. Yeah, I don't know. I guess all I'm saying is, there's gonna be a certain group of people be like, oh, he took money. They're not gonna like that.
Oh, well,
There's
listen.
always, no matter
You
what.
can't even worry about the certain group of people because there's a certain group of people who will say he took money even if you didn't take money. You know what I'm saying? Like you see it all the time.
That's
I see
true.
people say that to me all the time. People are like, oh, he's getting paid by Kef because I gave a Kef speaker a good review. It's like, what? No. Like
Yeah.
I gave him a shit review for the other speaker. I don't know what you want from me. So yeah, people will always talk. You can't control that.
Yeah. Well, I
I think the only thing you do is get out in front of it as best you can.
I just hope that people understand I know this might not be of interest to all people, but for anybody who's watching, YouTube reviews, I can only speak on audio, but let's say a company pays me. They say, all right, well, we have this campaign. We want you to review this thing. Here's the deadline. Right. And sometimes they have like, okay, we need you to do this. And then we want to review the video. Right. So that's where the tricky part is, right? Because you hear what they're saying. We want to review the video. Right. Why
to
do you
me
want to
that
review
sounds
it?
like that sounds like it's an advertisement for them. Like,
well, it is
sponsored by
marketing.
them.
It is
Yeah,
marketing.
no, it's always marketing.
It's marketing. Now here's the thing. I'm not I don't know, I'm probably one of the hardest to deal with because I'll finish the video like as close to the deadline as possible. So they have this deadline where they want this video released because they want to make a big splash or whatever. So I'll make the video and I'm going to keep it honest. I have to, right? I'm not going to just randomly say stuff that's untrue. So, and then I'll send it to them like the last day. And they'll be like, can we make these changes? Because, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll respond back, well, no, I don't know. It's kind of necessary. I kind of need to keep that in there. That's actually how I feel about this. This is important. Like if you saw the emails back and forth and it's like, I know they want it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So are they going to continue arguing with me or are they just going to be like, all right, it's fine. just release the video. Thanks. So there's that too. You don't have to give in, you know? So, and that's the truth, you know? That's exactly what happens. I just go back and forth with them and they're like, please just release the video. Thank you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm tired of dealing with this guy. Yeah. So you and I have talked about this before where most of the time you're harder on the people that you know than the people that you don't know. Like in car audio judging, it always seems like I'm harder on my friends because I know I can be, right? So when you say that you are sponsored or you say like this is a promotion, I was paid to do this review or this video or whatever, and then you come in with some critiques, I think it actually looks better for that brand, you know? Like, well, so yeah, it can go any way though.
I'll give you an example. Just before we move on, quick example. So I have a sponsorship thing going on with Pioneer. They have this new Atmos car audio thing. And my reaction was like in the car, because I did binaural demo and the guy was giving me a demonstration. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. And then I was like, oh, I'm kind of impressed with this this auto calibration. Sounds pretty good. Those are my words. Pretty good. And then they're like, can you be a little bit more enthusiastic about that? I was like, and so what would my response be? So if I was a shill, I'd be like, okay, hold on a second. Let me re-record that. Oh my goodness, guys, you guys, blah, 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 blah. It's amazing. No,
it's a game changer. It's a game changer.
I told the lady, listen, me saying that sounds pretty good considering people pay me lots of money to calibrate their car audio systems and it takes days, hours, days to do this. For me to say it's pretty good is way, way more convincing than some guy who doesn't do anything about audio and just happens to review this and is like, doing serial face about this thing every 2 seconds. So I'm like, just trust me. Me saying it sounds pretty good is good enough.
Yeah.
So what's that? You see what I mean? That's the interaction. Just be normal. I don't understand this whole thing. Just be the person. Like, I don't think anybody would be surprised at any of my emails. If something were to leak out, oh my goodness, people are going to find out. What are they going to find out? I'm already telling you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. Simple. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of the human element to it too. Like I said earlier, sometimes the manufacturer would be like, I'll say, hey, I'm done with the review. Here's a link if you want to check it out. What do you want me to do with the speaker? And I may not get a reply. Or they may say, we don't care. Like, you do whatever you want with it. We don't want it back. It's not worth our trouble. And I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with this? Because I don't want it.
Like, I don't want these damn speakers.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, so usually I'll give them away to a Patreon member, or Edifier sent out that M5 or MR5, whatever it is. And I emailed them back and they were like, we don't care. You can have them, do whatever you want with them. So I sent my friend Adam a message. I was like, dude, they don't want them back. You want these speakers? And he's thrilled, dude. He messaged me later that night after I went over there and gave them to him. He was so pumped. He was like, man, these are awesome. So he got way more enjoyment out of those than I would have ever gotten by selling them for $100. You know what I mean? So yeah, at some point at the end of the day, the money doesn't even matter. I will say though, after seeing that dude's email, I'm like, man, how much money really actually goes out there between the influencer types and I'm not even talking reviewers, but just like the influencer types.
I don't know. Imagine? Chana threw out a big number one time, and then I said, hey, let me just throw out a bigger number just to be silly. And then the company said yes. I'm like, oh crap. What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, no, that happens too.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't want to bore you guys with this inside talk, but just know, look, we're open about this stuff. And I would say, you know what? I think it's a good policy to just be honest. And I'm just saying, be careful. To any other reviewers, be careful to not be one of those people. You don't want to be one of those people who's like making fun of people who are get sponsors, or or do these deals, because one day you may get that offer, and then you're gonna have to walk that back or say no.
Yeah, I'll tell you that if it were me and I said, hey, I take $28,500 to do this video, and they said, okay, I'd do the video, and I would be like, by the way, these dudes paid me to do this video, but I'm still going to come down on as hard or probably harder. But I'd have money in hand before I'd have money in hand before I did that video.
So hard.
Yeah, dude. No, they'd have to pay me, so then they can't be like, oh no, we changed our mind. Your review said it sucked. Well, that's not my problem. You should have thought it through before you sent me a shitty product.
Yep. Yeah. So the money, getting paid, being honest, are not. You can do both. You just have to be that type of person, and some people are just not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Generally speaking, I try to stay away from that, because I feel like once I do that, then I start doing more of it, and then I worry about getting away from the brand. I mean, because you listen, as a reviewer, right? As a creator, you have your own brand, and that's established on something. And that's at one point why people start choosing to tune into you. Like if money were what I was after, I've cornered myself in on Aaron's Audio Corner. I can't do that. Maybe I could go to another channel, start something new there, but I can't do it on that channel. Like at some point, it's not worth it to me, literally. But I also have the luxury of having a good day job, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like things are a little bit different for me. Whereas if I were doing this full time and I'm dependent on it for my livelihood, yeah, dude, it's a different ballgame.
Just to let you guys know, like, I think it was Cheap Audio Man, when he first started. Do you guys remember when, like, he first started? He was doing stuff about Sith audio, like, kind of. It seemed to me like he was making fun of like sponsored stuff. Like, it was like, that was the thing. Like, when he first started, it was like, he'd say, oh, this is sponsored by Sith Audio, and then he'd make up some like silly product that it was sponsored by.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he still does that. I don't really watch, but I'm just wondering.
No, I've watched a few of his videos lately.
Been replaced with actual sponsors now.
Yeah, no, he has actual sponsors. He shifted his content more over to less reviews and more like, what would I say? I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's more like maybe documentary style. And I'm not saying he uses AI, but I'll say this. I watch a lot of these kind of long form videos that break down different topics or talk about history or, the science of certain things. And they use a lot of attention grabbing graphics because you have to keep people's attention, right? That's how you get retention, and retention gets views, and views get money.
Yeah.
But what he's switched to now is more like narration type stuff and talking about, hey, this is the beginning of Kenwood and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
A lot of people, man, dude, people eat that stuff up. So that was a really, really good pivot for him.
That's cool. I like that. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah,
absolutely. I haven't watched because, like, I don't really like to watch other
I'm the same way.
Audio reviews.
I mean, I'm the same way.
Reviewing the product already.
Right. No, I'm the same way. I don't watch
somebody else do it.
It's not him. It's not you guys. I mean, dude, even you guys, sometimes I'm like, well, I'll review that at some point. And I'm just being real. Like, I'm sure y'all don't watch every review I put out.
Yeah, they're like 20 minutes long, bro. Come on.
Dude, you've got to, man. Trying to pack all these freaking things into videos. I quit worrying about time anymore, man. I just can't do it. The editing is ridiculous. Anyway, forgot where I was going with that. So I don't watch other people's video reviews or audio component reviews. I'm just like, if I care, hopefully somebody's got some data. I can look at that pretty quick and get an idea.
Yeah.
And then just move
totally.
on.
Well, yeah, moving on. We've got a sale on the Spatial Audio Calibration Toolkit.
Hey!
Valentine 26. Go to spatialcd.com. Get
Shameless.
and I believe Joe has a sale going on Magic Beans as well. So
Shameless.
this is the shill part of the.
Yeah, you guys should have made the acronym spell out shill. That would have been great.
Yo, shill 26.
Well,
Yeah.
Where's
here's
Joe?
mine.
There you go. Valentine 100 is Joe's.
Yeah.
one.
And so what I said was love yourself and treat yourself. That's what I said. And then I picked a good song from Music Soul Child. And this is what ChatGPT said. See?
Great sound doesn't need a reason, but a little incentive doesn't hurt.
Hey. There you go.
Use Valentine 100.
Sometimes the best Valentine's gift is the one you give yourself.
Yeah, there you go. So, see, this full disclosure, that's mine, and that's ChatGPT's. I don't know which one's better, but whichever one works, go for it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like yours.
Well, mine's better. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I like yours.
I chilled so hard, I pixelated. Like we don't like
Pretty
it.
good. I like it. That's good. That's clever.
Hey, you recently reviewed a speaker I reviewed. It was like a Canto speaker, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Aura
the Aura 4. Yeah, that's a good
kind
speaker.
of a good speaker, huh?
Yeah, dude. The smaller one, I think it's called the UKI.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, what are they doing? Dude, what are these guys on, man? Like, this thing was so. I was thinking, oh, the Aura 4 is dope. Like, cool. That's like a smaller version of that, limited SPL, probably not as deep bass extension, but cool, like a smaller version. Man, I fired that thing up. I set it on my desktop, and I had the Aura 4s like right next to them. So then I just switched over. I just switched the auxiliary cable out to the other one, and I was like, "What's going on here?" I was convinced that there was like some treble knob or something that I had accidentally hit. And they don't have a treble knob, so when I measured them, I seriously was dumbfounded. I was like, "What in the world?" I've never seen a manufacturer have two speakers so similarly priced and relatively close in size and sound so different. I've never seen that.
Oh, really?
Yes, dude. So
I
different.
actually have that one. I haven't unboxed it.
Oh, just wait.
Oh no!
You're gonna be like, whoa, what's going on here? Is this thing broken? I was convinced that there was a setting somewhere on that speaker that I had wrong, either some kind of like DSP, Bluetooth setting, or something. And then I went and measured it, and I was like, good God. And I saw that somebody else, I don't think it was Audio Science Review, but somebody else, when I searched for it, had some measurements of it. And I might have even found it like on ASR, but via somebody else. Anyway, long story short, their measurements pretty much matched what I had. I said, well, so it's not just me. Like, it's not just a bad speaker.
Oh, hey, call Brett. Tell him to redo the speaker already. They need some.
I just don't understand.
They need
Like,
some
why?
new DSP. They need some magic beans in there or something. I don't know.
No, so my thinking, like, here it is. Like, it looks like there's a slope starting at, I'm just going to make up a frequency here, but it's like bass region, right? So let's say starting at 100 hertz, it has a slope going down. It looks like the estimated in-room response for a typical, what's the word? Long range, not long, far field listening. Sorry.
Well,
yeah, it's just weird.
It looks kind of like a wannabe Genelec, so I was thinking that directivity might be decent.
Yep, that's what I was thinking, and that's what I was hoping. I was thinking,
so
dude, more speakers?
Is not good?
No. Oh, the directivity is all right, but the frequency response has this crazy downward tilt. And seriously, it looks like if I just showed you the on-axis frequency response and I said nothing, you would think that that's the estimated in-room response.
Oh, see,
So
that's the
weird.
problem. That's the problem. Yeah, I'm gonna him a call. Tell him stop production of that immediately. You know, when it comes to like DSP controlled stuff, it bothers me even more because you can just change it.
Where did Aaron go?
I don't know. Where'd he go?
I'm back.
There you go.
Oh.
There's this weird. My phone keeps. I don't know if it just keeps timing out, but it drops my audio.
With DSP controlled stuff, it annoys me because they could just tune it a different way.
Yeah.
It's just something like a file. You could put new files in there, and it'll sound much better.
It doesn't make sense, man. I'm telling you. Like,
okay, I'll make it a point.
It's weird.
What the heck?
I would.
V2.
I could understand. I could understand if the response was like tilted up.
Mm-hmm.
And I could understand that from the perspective of, well, maybe they're expecting most people are going to put it below ear level, so they're trying to boost the highs so it sounds neutral at the listening position. There's no good reason for it to have the slope that it does if the goal is neutrality or accuracy. I just don't understand it. So there's that.
What if they said, well, I heard that this Harman target is good. People are listening near field, so why don't we just target that near field?
No, surely not, though, because the Aura 4 doesn't do that. You know, like the Aura 4 is a really good measuring speaker.
Yeah,
sounds really good. It's like one of the best desktop monitors that I've come across, especially in this price range. You know, you're under like $350 or something for the pair. Like, come on, that's all day. It's a nice looking speaker.
Follow-up question about your Kanto Aura 4 review. What is the measurement distance for the near field scanner? Is it 2 meters?
Well, so the actual measurement distance or the projected response distance?
So is it different between what it does versus the CEA 2034?
Yeah. Okay. So it measures essentially near field. So that's where it gets the name near field scanner from. And then you could set it up to measure at a different distance. So, I mean, technically you could have it measure right in front of the speaker, or you could have its first measurement point, you know, a couple feet out if you wanted to. But the idea is that it measures close enough to where there's less room interaction, and then it does all sorts of mathematic wizardry and gets you a far field response. So, hey, I've got to let you guys go. I'm meeting somebody right now, and they're just pulling up.
Okay.
All right, man. Let's go talk to you guys.
Bow.
All right. No, it's a guy. But I'll tell you what, this point,
well, even better.
Listen, man, my luck with the ladies, you know what? I'll take a guy at this point. At least he understands me.
Love it.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
We'll follow up with you later on that question.
Early Valentine's Day
for sure,
Aaron.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. Later.
Bye.
Yeah. Yo.
Damn. All right. Dude, did you watch the Super Bowl, bro?
I did.
I
don't know. I just watched the halftime show.
Huh?
I just watched the halftime show.
Oh yeah. I mean, there was really no game going on. It was like a slaughter. But you know what's funny? Like, I'm totally fine to like go hang out with people. Like, oh, let's go watch the game in like Santa Monica. I'm like, okay, right. So I went with my brother and some friends, and like, they didn't have a plan, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, we could just sit here and watch it at this girl's place, where she had a TV and like a little sound bar or whatever. We end up at some bar in Santa Monica that has like a bunch of 55-inch TVs, not like just, you know, aimed at different locations. No sound system at all. TVs are on max volume. I can't hear shit when it comes to the music, dude. I couldn't hear shit. I was trying to like get into it. I'm like, man, I gotta watch this shit at home. Like, it's so sad. It's so sad. Like, the everyday average person is missing out on all of this sound. And the whole, like at least 75% of the experience, they're like totally missing out on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened last year. Angel's like, man, people watch like this? Like, you know, you're trying to enjoy. Actually, it was the year before that.
Yeah, where were you guys at? Where were you guys at? Paint the picture.
Family members, but it was playing on the TV. People are talking, so of course it's hard to hear already.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to listen to like this halftime show, and it's just not it. And then I go home and watch it on YouTube or something like that. On the system, you're like, oh, there we go.
Yeah, I watched it back here with the 75-inch OLED, and like it was in HDR, like the one on Apple Music or whatever, or it was on YouTube. I don't know, whatever. And apparently, it was the whole game was in Atmos, depending on which streaming service you were using. So like that would have been cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So like I told him, I was like, hey, next time let's just watch it at my place. I know it's not Santa Monica, but like at least we can like actually party. I mean, there were, and yeah, I get it. Like, there's other people out and about and all this kind of stuff. So I get the whole thing, you know. But like, damn, I miss it, man.
I just saw one funny comment. Not to be political, I don't give a crap about any of that. I don't care who's performing. I just saw a funny thing where somebody said like, because they're saying like, oh, it's all in Spanish or something like that.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, we live in California, Southern California. So kind of like there's a lot of places where people are speaking Spanish. Anyway. So somebody said, to anybody who said that he couldn't understand what he was saying, last year was Kendrick Lamar, and he was in English, and they were complaining they couldn't understand what he was saying, and it was in English. So maybe it's not them, maybe it's you.
Yeah,
you gotta.
Somebody said something that was really interesting. Like if there's an American act that goes to Europe, did they just start singing in French or German? Or no, they'll sing in English. And then, dude, do you know how big that Andrea Bocelli song was? Do you want to experience this Italian singer, this opera singer, sing in English? No, he would sing in Italian. Like it totally like it's mind-boggling, right?
So just so we don't get on this political thing, because I'm not interested in that whatsoever. No interest. But all I would say is like, to me, music can even go further than language.
Oh yeah.
When I hear Andrea Bocelli, I have no idea what he's saying, but I could feel whatever it is. Or even an instrument. Those aren't words.
Yeah. Instrumentals
aren't words. And yet they can make you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cello. It sounds awesome.
Yeah. All that good stuff.
I think that's really it. Like I didn't listen to any of that guy's music. I don't really know that music, but I could see the vibe.
I mean, dude, I
can get with it looks like a party. Okay, I can get with
that. Anytime I'm at a wedding, there's like two Bad Bunny songs I drop. They go crazy. The girls go crazy, bro. And I don't know about you, but when girls are dancing, it's a good time. It's a good time.
I don't know why there's so many posts about this. It's just a weird thing. Somebody performs at the halftime show, and now all my whole feed is this. And somebody said, like, if you don't know any of these songs, you must not have been around hot chicks.
That's a very good point. This is a very good point. You don't know who Bad Bunny is? Probably.
No, but I don't know any of the songs, so that's not a cool comment. What the heck?
You're not around hot chicks, Joe. You're just at home. You're like a house cat. You're an indoor cat, dude. It's all good. So got your glasses on. You're cool. You're fine. I'll go out for the both of us. It's okay.
There you go.
I'll be in Miami next month. Dude.
See you right?
You don't want to come with me to that, dude.
Oh,
hey, Big Jack's got a question. What's up? What up, Ron? I think Ron was the one who said, dude, I got some great comments, some great suggestions. Someone was telling me I should get a custom bracket and mount the TV to cover the window, and then go like in wall speakers and stuff. Be like super clean. That was an interesting. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. So
I never heard of a custom bracket, but if they make one, sounds like a solution. Get it off of the floor so you don't have to have even a cabinet.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, like those big ass cabinets that my mom really loves, those like I can get rid of one and like use one for the equipment and just keep it off to the side, right?
Well, so two things. First of all, that idea sounded good for a second, but I remember that you want to review other TVs. In which case, you probably need that.
Yeah. I mean, there's a TCL TV here that I got, so I gotta like Get that in the mix.
Well, I thought another thing that was funny about that is, you have those two big cabinets right beside the TV.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So people kind of looked at it, big cabinets that are already there. If he gets rid of those, I saw a couple comments like, you should get the new JTR speakers.
I saw
Because
that.
I guess they look also like
like that kind of size.
Make them speakers, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
I would go with
the ones that you really like a lot, or
what's that?
Those are the JTRs. Those are the ones you like the design of a lot.
Oh my god, no! I would not want to look at any kind of what do you call it? JTRs. If they're living behind a screen, sure.
You're a hater. You're a JTR hater.
Hater. Big hater D.
What's wrong with? Do you not like the way they look?
I don't. I've said it plenty of times. They got a face for radio, bro.
You know me. I always try to get you going. Anytime you're pissed off about something, it's always a good day.
I'm sure they work well, fine, but you got to put them behind a screen, dude.
Okay.
Right.
There's a good question here by this one here. Pixel Castle 6440. It's kind of hard to see. I'm looking through this like teleprompter looking thing. Can you read that?
How do audio reviewers not get burned out? I'd be bored out of my mind after writing my second DAC review. Well, then that's the thing. You don't review DACs. There you go.
Unless you get paid a lot.
What am I going to review? I'm going to review this TV that I bought. Right? I'm going to review.
If you got paid like 10 G's, you think you could review a DAC?
No, dude. I'd be like, because they'd want, like, sometimes they'd be like, yeah, can you make an 8-minute video on this? I'm like, no.
How?
I can't make an 8 video. Like, even that pool cleaner video, they're like, can you make like an 8 to 10 or it's 8 to 12-minute video? I'm like, 5 to 6 max. I don't think I can make, and then I have to sit there and edit the motherfucker, because then it's just like, oh God, I got to listen about this thing, right? By the way, I might have another pool cleaner review coming up, but I always tell them, I'm like, maybe 6 minutes at the highest.
I just make them super long, and they're like, can you cut it down a little bit? Like, we're shooting for 12 minutes. And yours is 20. Can you cut out a little bit? I'm like, sure. Slim says he'll do the DAC for 5,000 plus gratuity. There you go.
Wow. Minash says, I'm thinking of going from R11 Meta to MoFi V10 Master. Ooh.
All good choices.
R11. Huh? I mean, I've heard both of them. They're pretty good speakers, both of them. I think the R11 Metas cost less. Or could I be wrong? How much are the MoFi V10s? Are they $5,000 a pair?
Oh, I don't know. While you're looking that up, I think the answer to the previous question for me is kind of just Chana's answer. Just review stuff that you're interested in.
Yeah.
If you're not interested, just be honest and say, I'm not interested in that.
8,000. 8,000. Okay, so they cost more than a Kef R11 Meta. I think that's what Brandon has. Oh, they're about the same price. 7,000 versus 8,000. That's $1,000 difference. The V10s are more expensive, really? Wow. Okay. All right. I've heard them both. They both sound great. I don't think you can go wrong with either. The Kef R11 Metas are sexier looking because they're, especially if you get them in white. Where's Tim? But they are slender. They're slender. The V10s are pretty fat and pretty deep. So depending on your space, I would say it's more of a space dependent kind of situation. Right? You have a lot of space, go with the V10s. You got not a whole lot of space, go with the Kefs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody asked about the this one.
1610. Oh, the Arendals. Those things are like heavy, super huge.
So this is a new line. I haven't looked into it. I thought they were going to be in-wall speakers, but I guess not. So what is the difference here between this and their 15?
Oh yeah, it was the 1528. That's right.
They have that same kind of tweeter setup.
Yeah, that's why I thought they were the other ones. These are new.
Okay, hold on. Looks like that.
Yeah, they look like that.
Okay.
Oh, these are the ones that were
Which one
no.
looks more expensive to you?
What's that?
Which one looks more expensive to you?
I don't know.
That one or this one?
They look the same.
Same price?
Those ones are those white ones?
This one or the ones that we just looked at?
Oh, the white ones look
More
more
expensive.
Yeah. They also have way more configurations too. Look at that center channel.
Oh, this one's curved also. So,
Yeah, it is.
where does this one go? Ooh. 60 days, buy and try. Yeah, this is the first time I'm looking at these, so forgive me if I don't have anything to say about them. I'm just looking at them.
I mean, it looks like it's got a good formula, right? It's got a three-way center. It's the tweeter's got a waveguide that's the same diameter as the, not the same diameter. It's actually a little bit smaller. Smaller
Let's
than the
look
Warburg.
at a, let's see, bookshelf 8. How much is this bookshelf? $3,600 a pair for the bookshelf 8.
8-inch bookshelf? No. Oh, it's three-way. It's three-way loudspeaker. That's
Okay.
pretty good. What else?
Yeah.
Just scroll down. What else? What else it got? How low does it go? Because remember what happened at your place.
Oh yeah, it didn't hit very low. So yeah, I have the 1723. I think the lower number is more expensive. So 1723. See, they had the 1961s. Those were their budget ones. Then they had the 1723s. Now the 1610, and then their 1528 is probably their flagship. So this sits in between. I mean, it's kind of tough because all their speakers are pretty good. Yeah, this just doesn't have that extra piece that like sits outside. So the bookshelf specs tech bookshelf 8. Oh, charts. So let's take a look at it. Do you like this? I don't really love this
No.
piece that stands out.
No.
It reminds me of like those old
I think like that. Ew.
like the it reminds me of those old like Sony and Iowa boombox situations.
Yeah, I would leave that shit off.
Yeah, it off. It looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the look right there.
The front baffle is different on the two models.
Tech specs. Let's go US because
no, wait, no, that's not 47 hertz. What is
35 pounds, power up to 400 watts, break in 50 hours. Okay, here frequency response minus 6 dB. 34 minus 6 dB. Typical in-room bass. Oh, F3 is 43. Oh, so this is an 8-inch though. So yeah, that makes sense. It's probably a big boy.
That's a big speaker, yeah.
Oh, what the? Okay.
Oh, look at that.
All right. This is kind of a weird shape, but okay.
I mean, that's definitely workable.
Yeah. Looks like the treble is going to be pretty recessed on this when EQ'd. It's cool that they showed all the measurements. In room, it's saying that it's going to have a lifted treble response. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like it meant to hit low. I like that they showed all the measurements. Props to them for doing that. So, what was the price on this again? $3,600. What is the price of the 1528? Let's see. Where are you?
No, that's a big.
It has 2.
8. Yeah, that's gonna be way more. But check it out. What does it say?
Slim. Oh, here's. Would you say this is equivalent? Slim 8.
Slim 8. No. Scroll down. That's not a slim one. There, that one. Yeah, they're 5,200 a pair.
5,200. Okay.
So it looks like the cone. Looks like the cone is a, what do you call it? Cone. like an aluminum cone on this series, as opposed to like whatever the. That's your one.
Okay.
What's your?
Ugh. Come on, guys. What's
What
the
are you
easier
trying-
way to get to the speaker? Maybe if I just go to the store is probably a better bet. Let me get out of this. Share screen. Arendelle sound.
Share the screen. Share the screen.
Okay, there you go. 3,600 for the 1610.
Okay. Oh, that's the one we just looked at. Okay.
And this one's 5,200 for the 1528 bookshelf 8. And then how come they don't show the bookshelf for the 1723? I guess they only have the bookshelf S. Their equivalent would be more like the monitors that have the two.
Yeah, right. 2,800.
2,800.
Those
Okay.
things are fucking huge, though, man. Like, I hope these things aren't huge. Oh, this got to be huge. It's an 8-inch woofer, right? It's got to be huge. Gotta be huge. Go back. Oh, go back.
Because I have this one. The one I like is actually the bookshelf S, the 6.5. And then they have their least expensive ones, 900. I don't think this is an 8. Is this an 8? 1961. Any info? No. Okay. So anyway, you kind of see how it goes. I'm kind of curious if the new ones are. What's the main difference? Like, is it more for deep bass extension, like no sub needed type of deal, or what?
Don't know.
Speaker leaderboard. Somebody has a question here. Best speaker under 1,500 a pair. Chris Contreras asks.
You've ever heard for $1,500 a pair?
Well, 1,500 a pair.
I mean, the SBS Ultra bookshelves were great at $1,000 a pair.
I have this thing called the speaker leaderboard. I haven't updated in forever.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Joe,
this one here shows, different speakers and their price category under $1,000. I mean, these are pretty unbeatable when you could buy them.
Yeah, you can't buy those anymore.
6 hours. 2,500.
No, he said 1,500.
That I have heard. I like these Philharmonic numbers. That's a little bit above. And the 1723 bookshelf S that we were just talking about.
Those are what, 900 a pair?
No. These are the ones that are more.
Oh, he said let's make it under $2,000.
Under $2,000. This is what I got. 2,500 is the category that I have. Yeah. And here's the thing is I haven't reviewed a ton of speakers, so maybe more than the normal person. These Denton 85th anniversary were awesome too. I don't know how much those are now. But yeah, speakerleaderboard.com.
Speaker leaderboard.
Yeah. I like these Philharmonics though. Those are awesome. And
they look nice. I saw them in your garage. I was like, oh, there's
I wish I had another room to put them in. Let's see here. What else?
You know what? One of the funniest comments I got from this video. Here, let's.
Oh, there we go. Joe Max said the non-curved BMR monitors are $2,000. So yes, they're less expensive, a little less sexy, in my opinion.
A little less sexy,
but
this one right here, brother. I've been watching your videos for almost 4 years, and like all the videos, but never commented. But today I have to comment because after watching this video, I came to know that you are my Desi brother. That means we're South Asian. That's one.
Right? I figured I needed to ask what that was.
Yeah. And then he says, because in the beginning of the video, there's a photo of an auntie on the sari, on the left-hand side. That's my mom, right? In her sari. And there's a collection of Hindi movies and songs on the rack of your AVR. I said, oh, these are all like my mom and grandma's like video DVDs and stuff. I've learned a lot from your many video tutorials. I want to make a system 714, da 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 da. And also will buy your spatial toolkit. But I do not know your email ID. I don't know. Brother, may you always remain happy, healthy, and keep having fun. Peace. So that was kind of like
a nice message.
What's that?
I thought that was a nice message.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was great. I got a lot of great ones, except for this thing about new JTR towers. That's not a good one.
That's you know what, you should do a whole thing about just responding to people on your comments.
What do you mean?
That's what we should just do. Let's just look at all your comments and respond instead of having to chat.
Oh, having to type them out.
Yeah.
Responses from my last YouTube video.
Chris says he has Polk R700s. I like the Polk Reserve series.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the Reserve stuff. Well, I can't say all because I only reviewed the bookshelf.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I had
the towers.
I had the R500s. They were good.
Yeah, but I have heard
they were a little too hot in the treble, I thought.
They were all a little bit.
It's that ring radiator tweeter.
And narrow. They're very narrow.
Yes.
Like you have to be in a sweet spot. There it is, locked in.
Get in.
Anything else? How's our time? Oh shoot.
What else happened recently? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I came and picked up a 120-inch screen from Joe. And there's like a home theater installation place here in La Cañada. And so I hit him up. And I'm like, yo, can you help me out? Like install this screen and a projector? And he's like, oh, well, what kind of sound system do you want to go with it? I'm like, don't worry about that part. I just need somebody to install the screen and projector. Well, you need to have sound. I'm like, bro, you don't need to sell me on anything. I just need some help with like 2 things. That's it.
You're not a handy guy, are you?
No.
I thought you were. I thought you've done stuff before. You're a DJ. You move stuff around. What's up?
Yeah, but that's not. Dude, I don't want to like have to make sure the shit is in the center of the room and all that stuff. Like,
crazy. I look AI. He said.
Yeah, you look AI. you gotta open up your.
It's always like doesn't know what expression to do.
Yeah. Well, it's getting better now.
The screen is very light. That's not a heavy screen. And it's just has 2 screws. Can't you just find the studs?
Yeah, the projector doesn't have like it needs to be mounted, and like we got to figure out where we're putting the cables, all that kind of shit. I don't want to do that.
You know what? I get you though, because if you don't want to do it, sometimes paying is just worth it. Like they're gonna do it all professional, do the wiring nice.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You don't always have to save money, especially if you want it to look nice.
Like if I was like looking at smart roller shades on Amazon today, and I'm like, okay, I got the measurements, and like some company hit me up like last year about reviewing theirs, but they don't fit, right? I need these. I don't know why my mom always gets like the fucking most custom made shit ever. Like it's not a standard window size, nothing. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Let's just have somebody come by here and do something. So
yeah.
What does this say? Do you guys review turntables? What's your go-to? I'm looking at the Fluence RT85. I mean, I just got 2 brand new turntables over here. But
DJ
they're not,
ones?
Yeah, they're DJ ones. They're not like HiFi ones. Oh, this one, the 85 here. I got up on screen. This is not bad. T85.
I just go by looks, bro.
This looks nice.
I don't know anything about them, but just go by looks, and like if it looks all basic,
hey,
and
it comes with the Ortofon 2M Blue. That's good. That's a $200 cartridge right there. Yeah. If that comes with it, I'd be like, oh wait, no. Do you have to select it? The reference series. What is this? RT85N. Oh, RT84. Oh, these are all the models. Okay. RT85. This is not bad, bro. Record player with Ortofon 2M blue cartridge. Acrylic platter. That's pretty sexy. And it looks like it's got. I think that this is cool. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Buy it. I think you're gonna enjoy it. If you like listening to records, you're gonna enjoy it. 100%. RT85N. I don't want to. What's that mean? So no preamp. So you're gonna have to make sure you get something with a preamp. Yeah, I'm so glad they started to. You see this, Joe? They moved away from the Audio Technica. Right. The higher you go.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't know what this. Oh, this is the Nagaoka MP1. I don't even know what that cartridge is. All right, but yeah, you're probably pretty. That's a pretty good Fluence RT. Here, you know what's funny? Our girl Kira from the what do you call it? The Pioneer video.
Uh-huh.
I actually worked with her before.
Okay.
It's not there yet.
You know what's funny? Angela just messaged me, said we were watching you in the living room and you look AI.
There
You know
you go.
what it is? Is because I have this like the setup where I can look at like the screen, but it's like a teleprompter. So I'm reading the comments right here, but it looks like I'm kind of like looking at the lens all weird.
Yeah, you're not looking like right at the lens.
No.
I don't either, but yeah, the Ortofon cartridge is nice. Like I said, it's like a $200 cartridge. I know I bought one for my turntable. What else? I don't know if there's a whole lot else, buddy.
You know, I learned something doing all these reviews of these projectors. I was doing comparisons.
Yeah.
And what I realized is I cannot seem to be able to capture the differences in the black levels.
Oh, like on a camera?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's hard.
It looks so obvious, like in person. When I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I could totally tell the difference.
You're never gonna. That's the thing. It's never gonna like. It's never gonna. You're never gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
But it's just so weird. There's something that has to do with how our eyes work, where, like, even if I raise the black floor, like, really make it so it's like overexposed, exposed in such a way where, like, I can really see more than I can see with my eyes. Even.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't look right. Like the whole screen, like on my Sony, could be like almost grayish, and I won't be able to tell the difference between like perfect black and like this grayish, like slightly gray projected image. Mm-hmm. Like with my eyes, like that's so obvious. But then on the camera, it can't see that difference for some reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, we see like in a curve, right? Like we see
some kind of gamma curve, yeah.
Yeah, like the gamma curve. Yeah, exactly. And then like the camera's like linear. So it's hard for it to it's hard for us to like actually see. It's like it's almost like if you're comparing two things, because I used to do this with TVs all the time too. Like I'd be like, I adjusted the camera settings to show you what it looks like in the room, right? And so like people will be like, why is it so dark, right? Or like, wow, that looks blown out. I'm like, well, this is what it looks like in the room. And I would just adjust the camera settings. It's just a very hard thing, because like sometimes when I see there's no blooming, I look on the camera, I'm like, why does it look like there's blooming? What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scruff Kingman says, because it can only see 9 gradients. This camera's good for like 12, 13 stops of dynamic range. So it should do that. I think it has more to do with what Chana said about how our eyes see in some sort of like curve, like a gamma curve. But I think we can see the differences between like different shades of like pure black to like slightly
Gray.
lifted black level to gray. We can see all those gradients really easily, especially when the lights are off for a while and you're like, you kind of had that night vision.
You got night vision going, yeah.
You can start really seeing the differences. I think that's what happens is that the camera, maybe the camera just doesn't have enough dynamic range to capture all of the nuance in the black level. And then when a bright scene comes up,
I mean, it's like an OLED TV crushing black levels because to make black, it just turns the pixel off. But if it's something that's just above black, it has trouble doing that,
Yeah.
Because and so like it just doesn't have, like you said, like enough resolution to do a really, 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 really dark gray, or like one step up from black. Whoa, you just went green. Why did it go green? Are you AI? Is this AI Joe?
Am I green still?
No, I like flashed green on the screen for a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I changed the setting real quick. Let's see. Genius Home Theater says, what does he say?
Joe, what is the standard of what looks good? The human eye, the ultimate measuring tool. His next comment is nothing else comes close.
Is this going to lead into like audio? Listen with your ears. Is that where this is going?
Yeah, you gotta watch with your eyes, Joe.
Yeah, you gotta watch with your eyes, because you could say that research has shown that babies even like symmetry in the face.
Mm-hmm.
It's had to gravitate towards that, and then what people think is more beautiful is more symmetry. That's mathematical and measurable. If your eyes are spaced super far apart,
it's a sign of inbreeding.
Eyes of your head, maybe it's not normal looking, and I don't know, maybe you won't find that super attractive, or if they're too close together, maybe that's not the best. I don't know. Maybe there's a optimal spacing.
The spacing is supposed to be your eye. It's supposed to be like 3 eyes. Boom, boom, boom. That's the the like really wide is like a sign of inbreeding. Like all this stuff. Yeah.
See, science
never lies. Yeah, so the space right here is supposed to be the space of one of your eyes. Like boom, boom, boom. That's how the measurement's supposed to work.
And actually, when you learn to draw, I assume you're talking about like when you learn to draw, you start realizing like, oh, this is the actual spacing between things. Oh, measurable. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my grandma was a painter. My grandma was a painter. She went to a bunch of painting classes, and I'd always be like her second set of eyes. She's like, "What's going on with it?" She's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, the face is still wrong. She's like, "I know." Yeah. She's like, she's like, "I should try to get to it."
Talking about, so he was talking about why cameras don't see what we see.
Yeah.
I think some cameras get closer though. When you're talking about movies that are shot on Area Alexa cameras that have 15 plus maybe stops of dynamic range. Yeah, maybe that's what we need. We need more dynamic range.
We need more.
So Pixel Castle, and I pulled an all-nighter trying to figure this out. So I'm not just speaking like, oh, here's an idea. I was really trying to figure out how to do this properly.
Oh, the video.
Because if I make it so
that I release it today, Joe, come on.
Yeah, I know. If I focus a lot, it's done. So if I focus a lot on the black levels, then I'm going to blow out the highlights. Right? So I have to kind of keep the exposure somewhere in between where I can capture the entire range. But if I do that, well, let's say if I focus on the black levels and just kind of like stretch that out, so to speak, like where I change the exposure so that there's a lot of it's focused in that area, then it doesn't look like that to my eyes. Like I can make it obvious what the difference is, but I'm like, now everything looks gray, and it didn't look gray to me. Like it actually looked black. So Yeah, it's a tough thing. I think there's just not enough information in that area. You know,
Well, so like what
I gotta
Pixel
figure it out.
Castle was saying is like I tried doing that plenty of times. The only thing is, A, you're gonna be focused. The focal length on a camera is only gonna be on the one TV. If they're side by side, like I had mine up and down, right? Like stacked
Mhm.
in the room before, and the only issues I have with that is if we're just trying to judge color, I can only white balance to one TV. Right? So like it doesn't work. It's better if I like film the one TV by itself and then like in the same frame have the other TV and then it's just
Yeah.
yeah, Classy does that, but like at the same time like if we're talking about some sort of accuracy like where is the reference point of the camera? And if they're two totally different TVs like you're what you're seeing in room is going to be what's different on camera. It's just that's just the way it is, right?
I white balance to each one. I think it's like our eyes work differently. Like if I focus on a screen when it turns like to that nighttime mode, after a while it doesn't look yellow to me. It just looks normal.
Huh.
And then when the nighttime mode turns off, like oh, everything got super blue all of a sudden. It's like a relative thing.
Yeah.
It's not absolute. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe I can talk to that guy Rob who does the hookup because he seems to be able to figure it out. I don't know. Maybe it's about like just keeping one camera on auto. Film one, let it kind of adjust automatically to the scene, kind of like dynamic tone mapping. Like if it gets bright, let it adjust. When it gets dark, it'll just be tricky on scenes where it has both. What did Tim say here? What's up, Tim? He says human eye on one shot or snapshot is up to 14 stops, allowing your eye to adjust pupil size. We are well over 22 stops. So I believe that. So basically, we're not close with the cameras. Well, I guess it has to adjust dynamically. It's not like we're getting all that in one shot. So
yeah.
always constantly adjusting, which means that maybe the best way to do it, according to Tim here, is to record in some kind of automatic exposure mode. And I'll try that. I will try that.
Ooh.
What happened?
Oh no, I plugged in. I'm right by my NAS, so I plugged in one of my 20 terabyte hard drives external, so I can put some stuff onto the NAS. And what we were just talking about, 18% gray card. I got to put that so that my
yeah. I do that. I do that.
Yeah, I got to put that on so that on the medias. Copy, media, paste. There it is. 18% gray card. Giddy up, one of us. And I think I have like, oh yeah, I have all the ADM BWFs for the toolkit on here too. Wow, there's a lot of stuff on here.
Share it all publicly.
Let's not.
Can I see the link real quick? What's the password?
The password is
I hate
YO capital M AMA exclamation point.
You remember that commercial? The one I'm talking about? Like the military guy. Like, sir, we need your password. It's like a, like those military stations where something crazy happening. He's like, IHATEMYJOB1. It's on like that big screen. I hate my job one.
What's his name? There was this stand-up. It was Chris. No, it wasn't Chris. What's his name? The little guy.
Cat.
He's always with The Rock. What is his name? Kevin Hart.
Oh, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. He's like, the password is Fidelia. Oh my gosh, dude. Eyes wide shut. Oh, that's all in the news right now. What's going on? Oh yeah, right. So his son got all like snippy with him, right? And he's like, "I'm taking your phone. I'm taking it because you take their phone. That's like their lifeline, right?"
Mhm.
Phone. He's like, "What's the password?" And he's like, "I'm not telling you the password. What is the password to the phone?" And finally, he was just like, "F you, like fuck you." He's
Mhm.
like, "Tell me the password." Fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
tell me the password, Dad. It's fuck you. That's the password to his fucking phone. Oh, it's so good. Oh,
Oh man,
yeah,
let's get up out of here.
let's do it.
Yeah, I need to get some dinner.
Yeah, you need to get some sleep, bro.
Yeah, I do. Not sleepy yet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and
Alrighty.
gentlemen, make sure to join the crew, the Daily Hi-Fi crew. Go to crew.dailyhifi.com and you will have access to the after show, which we're going to jump into right after the show. Don't forget to check out our sales, magicbeansaudio.com. Use the code Valentine100. And of course, go to spatialcd.com and use the code Valentine26 and get the discounts for our current promotion. And on behalf of myself, Mr. Joe and Tell, Mr. Aaron's Audio Corner, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye, Mr. AI Joe.